Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this lesson. Today I am going to discuss question and answers of the poem I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelo. It is important to note that we need to answer the questions to the point. In brief, with texture words, highlight the keywords. So here I begin. And before that, let me ask you, have you subscribed to my channel? If you have not subscribed up till now, then please do. And watch the video till end. And press the like button if you have liked it. And I'm sure you will like it. And yes, don't forget to press the bell icon for my latest notification. So children, let us start with the first question. So my first question is, who is referred to as the free bird in the poem? Why? And the answer is, the white race in America is referred to as the free race in the poem. The people of white race enjoyed every type of freedom, whereas the caged bird could hardly move about into its cage. Question number 2. To what is a free bird compared in the first two lines of the extract? How is the action of free bird shown to be free and enjoyable? And the answer is, in the first two lines, the free bird is compared to a person who has favorable circumstances in life. The free bird floats effortlessly in the downstream current of the wind and enjoys himself in the glow of orange rays of the sun. Question number 3. What implied comparison is made in the line, a free bird leaps on the back of the wind? And the answer is, the implied comparison in these lines are that the circumstances are favorable to the free bird and he can easily enjoy the comforts and luxuries of life. Question number 4. Explain what is meant by the orange rays, sun rays. Answer. Orange sunrise symbolizes orange sun rays symbolize happiness, freedom, comforts and luxuries of life. Question number 5. How does the free bird dare to claim the sky? Whom does the free bird represent in the poem? Why? Answer. The free bird is the only bird to fly in the sky. The other bird is caged. The free bird flies wherever and whenever it wants to fly, as if he is the sole owner of the sky. The white Americans are referred to as the free bird in the poem. They are called so as they have the rights, power, and justice to achieve every freedom successfully as compared to the black Africans. Next is question number 6. Why does the second stanza begin with but? Answer. The second stanza begins with but because it presents a contrast to the first stanza. The first stanza describes a happy free bird. The second stanza describes an unhappy bird in captivity. Question number 7. Why do you think the cage is narrow? What is meant by his bars of rays? Answer. The cage is narrow because the caged movements are restricted. The African Americans were to stay in a restricted area. The bars and rage meant that the caged bird is angry and his visions is restricted because of his anger. Question number 8. Why does the bird who stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage? And the answer is the caged bird is in captivity. His feet are tied and his wings are clipped. His movement is narrow, his cage is restricted. He is angry about his imprisonment, but he is helpless. In his anger, he cannot think anything except above his helplessness. Question number 9. Give the meaning and significance of the following lines. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. Answer. The caged bird is miserable and helpless. His wings are paired and his feet are bound. He can hardly move in his narrow cage. He is helpless. Now, in such a situation, he can do nothing but give expression to his feelings in a song. Question number 10. Whom does the poet indirectly refer to while mentioning of the free and the caged bird? Why? And the answer is the poet writes about a free bird and a caged bird without a hint who the two represent. The poet is an African American. In America, the black race was enslaved by the white people. From the context, it is obvious that the African American are represented by the caged bird and the white race by the free bird. Question number 11. Under what circumstances does the caged bird sing? What does it tell us about his condition? And the answer is the caged bird is not only imprisoned in a cage, its wings are clipped and its feet are tied. 2. It is utterly miserable and helpless instinctively, and it was once free, but it does not know what it means. He can do nothing but open his beak to sing about his plight and aspirations. Question number 12. Why does the caged bird sing of the things unknown? Answer. The caged bird has never known freedom. He has been enslaved since he was born. Though he does not know what freedom is, he feels he was not born to be kept in a cage. There is an instinctive urge about those things unknown that makes him open his beak and sing. Question number 13. What is meant by fearful trill? Why is it said to be fearful? Answer. Fearful trill is the song sung by the caged bird. The caged bird sings it despite his physical environment. His spirits cannot be enslaved. It is a song of revolt and it caused fear, so it is called frightful trill. What song is he singing? Question number 14. What song is he singing and why? Question answer. He is singing a song of freedom. It is a song of resentment against his slavery. He sings because there is no way to give expression to his feelings. Question number 15. Why is his singing heard on a distant hill? What does this signify with reference to the poet's life? Answer. The spirit of the birds cannot be suppressed. His song is a song that causes fear and needs to be taken notice of. So the song is heard far and near the things unknown. It is a reference to the freedom longed by the caged bird, what it is and when it will come. The bird's cry for freedom is heard at faraway place. It denotes that the wishes of the black could not be fulfilled immediately. Question number 16. What is the grave of dreams? Why does the caged bird stand on the grave of dreams? Answer. The caged bird had aspirations and desire to achieve something, but on account of his captivity, he was helpless. His dreams were sniffed and stifled. He remained imprisoned in his cage, which was turned into a grave of dreams. Question number 17. What is meant by another breeze? Why does the free bird think of another breeze? Answer. Another breeze refers to another opportunity that may help the greedy and lazy free bird to enjoy life without making any effort. The free bird thinks because he is used to leading a life of ease. Question number 18. What metamorphical implications does the following line have? His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. Answer. The caged bird represents the African American race metamorphically. The African Americans were enslaved by the white people. Every sort of restrictions were imposed on them. They were barred from walking in areas dominated by the white people. They could not use public transport reserved for the white people. Thus, they enjoyed neither freedom nor equality. This metamorphically is presented as clipped wings, bound feet, and narrow cage. Question number 19. What is the significance of the following expression? Fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn. Answer. The free bird has not to look for his livelihood. Fat worms are there in the lawn, which are within easy reach of the free bird. Which he can eat them, are there in the lawn, which are within the easy reach of the free bird. He can eat them at his will without having to make any effort to search for his food. Question number 20. What is the main conflict in the poem? Answer. The poetess, she writes about two birds, a free bird and a caged bird. The two birds are poles apart. The free bird is free in every way. He claims the sky his home because the other bird is caged and restrained from competing with the free bird. The free bird finds favorable breezes that will lift and carry him without effort. But on the other hand, the caged bird cannot even think of flying. His wings are clipped and his feet are bound, and he is imprisoned in the cage. He is hungry, angry, and helpless. Question number 21. Describe the life of the free bird as described by the poetess Maya Angelou. Answer. The free bird, as described by the poetess, is enjoying his freedom fearlessly. The bird is enjoying his plight in natural atmosphere or habitat. Dips his wings means that the bird is free and uses his wings the way he wants to. Next is question number 22. What does the free bird symbolize? Answer. The free bird symbolizes people who are free to lead their life the way they want without any prejudices. The free bird has the opportunity to move through life seeking in its abundance. The people, like free bird, are able to make their own decisions and choices. Question number 23. How does the poetess show her love for nature? In the first stanza, answer. The poetess has described nature beautifully through the movement of the free bird as he flies upward in the sky, and at the next moment he is floating effortlessly down the gentle current of a river. The morning sun has been described as orange sun rays, a beautiful imagery of rising sun, which appears orange. When the bird flies, he appears as if he had dipped his wings in the orange sun. Question number 24. What is the biggest possession of a free bird? Answer. Freedom is the biggest possession of a free bird that makes him able to experience all kinds of beauty in nature, to fly wherever he wishes, to eat whatever he wants, and to live and stay wherever he desires, no matter how big and strong a bird is. He cannot even move his wings. The caged bird cannot even move his wings on his own wish if he does not possess freedom. Question number 25. Describe the tone of the poetess in stanza number 1. Answer. Even though the poetess is describing the free bird, her tone is a bit satirical, as later as she describes the plight of the caged birds representing the condition of the African Americans who were exploited by the whites. The words chosen to describe the free birds like leap, floats, dips, etc. not only show the freedom of the bird but also highlights the contrast where she describes the caged bird. Question number 26. What is the plight of the bird mentioned in stanza 2? How is it different from the one described in first stanza? Answer. The bird described here is kept in captivity and is not free at all. He is kept in a cage, so he is unable to see the open sky. As through cage, only limited vision is possible. The bird feels helpless and unhappy. His wings are clipped and feet are tied, suggests that he cannot do anything independently. This situation keeps him away from flying. Question number 27. Despite being in a cage, unable to fly, the caged bird sings. Describe the condition of the bird in stanza 2. Answer. The caged bird, though feels helpless to fly, he sings in expectation that he was created to be free. He hardly even gets a chance to see the sky. The bird is shown to be afraid of many strange and undisclosed things, yet he wants to taste freedom. Question number 28. What does the words clipped and feet tied suggest? Answer. Clipped means that freedom of concerned person is curtailed and he is not free to do or move around as he wishes. The blacks in America had to face limitations based on systematic cycle of racial oppressions which prevented class mobility. Feet tied also suggests slavery, as the concerned person is not able to enjoy the liberty or the freedom to do things on his own. Question number 29. Explain. So he opens his throat to sing. Answer. The last line of this stanza suggests that in spite of clipped wings and feet tied, the bird still wants to sing or raise his voice so that his craving for freedom can be heard. At least the bird, though in fearful tone, calls for freedom. Question number 30. Whom does the poetess refer indirectly while mentioning the free and the caged bird? Answer. The poetess here refers to the free bird to the whites, who were free to do whatever they wished and could live fearlessly. On the other hand, the caged bird refers to the blacks who were oppressed by the whites. They felt helpless due to slavery, unable to take independent decisions and do whatever they wanted to do. Question number 31. Why does the poetess say that caged bird sings with fearful trill? Answer. The poetess says that the caged bird sings with a fearful trill is ironic, as the caged bird is the one singing not like the free bird, as we expect. The words fearful and trill makes us realize that actually it is not a happy voice by a desperate cry of freedom. Question number 32. What does the poetess mean by the expression his tune is heard on the distant hill? Answer. The poetess reveals that the caged bird's cry of freedom is heard only as a soft background noise. His cries are heard only as a distant noise. No one gives attention to his voice, though he too was created by God and has a right to live with dignity and freedom. Question number 33. What is the purpose of repeating the lines, "The caged bird sings for freedom"? Answer. The purpose of repeating the lines, "The caged bird sings for freedom," shows the poetess yearning for freedom. Sings for freedom suggests raising the voice against racism, and the poetess in her life sang and danced because it was her way of expressing her longing for freedom and her protest against partiality. Question number 34. How is this poem a reflection of social disparity? Answer. The poetess Maya Angelo has used metaphors of the free bird and the caged bird interchangeably to reflect on the social disparity. With the use of these metaphors, Angelo represents the inequality of justice in the society of a time when African Americans were not treated at par with the white Americans. She also illustrates the nature of both freedom and slavery, since by creating a deep contrast between the two by showing free and caged birds. Question number 35. Why does the bird in the cage sing for freedom? What does it imply? Answer. The last line, the caged bird sings for freedom, implies that though the bird is inside the cage, he dares to sing. He may never have experienced freedom, but he still sings as everyone was created free. This is similar to what the Americans did. They wrote, sang, and cried for freedom, what they deserved. But it took a long time before their voice was heard. Question number 35. Answer 35. But nothing could stop them, as they were aware that everybody has a right to live as a free individual, and making someone slave was incorrect and unethical. They knew they will continue their struggle until they were made free and lived to freely to enjoy their life. Question number 36. How has the poetess shown the various activities of the free bird in this poem? Answer. In the last stanza, the poetess shows the liberty taken by the free bird. He is free to move in any direction, but he is not contented and chooses another breeze so that he can enjoy more freedom and be free to find his own food. The bird is not contented and is greedy to have even more freedom. Question number 37. How is the life of the caged bird not the same as that of the free bird? Answer. The life of the caged bird is not free. He cannot fly as he is put inside the cage. All his dreams and desires have died and shattered to pieces, sitting inside the cage. He does not get a chance to see the outside world and explore the sky. He is afraid, but still he opens his mouth to sing because his inherent desire for freedom cannot be taken away. The free bird is allowed to fly and explore different areas, but a caged bird is not able to even fly. Question number 38. Explain the grave of dreams. Answer. The caged bird is not free to pursue what his dreams as he lives in captivity inside the cage. He has not been able to fulfill his dreams and aspirations. So the poetess calls the bird's cage as a grave of dreams. The bird's ambitions and aspirations are suppressed by the sorrowful captivity inside the cage. The grave symbolizes death. He is losing his hopes and feels that his dreams to be free will never be accomplished, and he will die in the cage. Therefore, the caged bird's cage becomes the grave of dreams. Question number 39. Why do you think Maya Angelou wrote this poem? Answer. Maya Angelou must have written this poem. I know why the caged birds sing, to bring out the fact that a wide disparity existed in the treatment and facilities given to the white Americans and the African Americans. The caged bird symbolizes the plight of African Americans who were deprived of freedom and were not able to fulfill their dreams and desires. Question number 40. How does the description of the caged bird resembles the state of mind of the poetess? Answer. As the poetess Maya Angelou was an African American, she was a victim of the racism and segregation apart from the state. The caged bird and his grave of dreams reveals the poetess' feelings about her own dreams. She had so many desires, but all of them were suppressed and as she was never given an opportunity to being a black author and poetess, she often felt that her words were not heard. She was often experiencing slavery, partiality, and racism made her caged, and although she sang, but she felt that her voice was not heard in the world, but only by those near her cage. Question number 41. Who is a free and who is the caged bird in the poem? What mood does the last stanza convey? Answer. The white people in America are referred to as a free bird, and the blacks in America are referred to as the caged bird. The last stanza conveys the angry and sad mood of the caged bird. Question number 42. How does the free bird live in his life? What are the things he thinks of and dreams about? Answer. The free bird enjoys his freedom fearlessly. He thinks of another breeze through the trees and dreams of good eatables like fat worms waiting on a grand lawn. Question number 43. What does the caged bird sing about? What are the restrictions that the caged bird has to deal with? Answer. The caged bird sings about things unknown. Things unknown refers to the fact that the caged bird has never enjoyed freedom before and has no idea of what it tastes like. The caged bird is unable to see the open sky as through the cage only limited vision is possible. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, and hence he cannot move to fly. Question number 44. What do you understand from the title of the poem? What do you like about the poem? Answer. The title of the poem compares the life of the bird who lives freely to the one who is confined to a cage. The poetess uses the metaphor of bird struggling to escape its cage. The caged bird represents the poetess' confinement resulting from the racism and oppression. I like the way in which the poetess has described the caged bird and the free bird. Question number 45. Explain the lines. A bird that stalks down his narrow cage and he names the sky his own. Answer. A bird that stalks down his narrow cage means that the bird in the cage is unable to move freely and is angry at his helplessness. He names the sky his own means that the free bird has all the freedom and so he thinks that the sky belongs to him. Question number 46. What does a free bird do? Answer. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind. It floats effortlessly along the current of the wind. It dips his wings in the orange rays of the sun and claims the sky his own. Question number 47. Who is referred to as the free bird in the poem? Answer. The white Americans are referred to as a free bird in the poem who enjoys their freedom, luxuries, privileges, and leisure. Question number 48. What is the meaning of the line dips his wings in the orange rays? Answer. The sky seems to be a sea of orange because of the sun rays, where the bird dips his wings and enjoys the bliss of freedom. Question number 49. Describe the condition of the caged bird. Answer. A caged bird stalks in his narrow cage. It can hardly see through his bars of cage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied. He can only sing. He stands on his grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. Question number 50. What does bars of rays means? Answer. Since the bird is caged, he is filled with anger and frustration. He desires wholeheartedly to escape from his miserable condition, but is helpless. He can do nothing beyond looking through the bars of cage. Question number 51. To whom the caged bird represents? Do you think the poet was one caged bird? Why? Answer. The caged bird represents the black African American community. Yes, Maya Angelou, the poetess of the poem, was one of them, the victim of the African American community. She expresses her frustration of being restricted to enjoy the freedom like the caged bird, which should have been her rights as a human being. Question number 52. How and what does the caged bird sing? Answer. The caged bird sings with fearful trill of the things unknown, and it sings for freedom. Question number 53. Why does the bird sing with fearful trill? Answer. The caged bird lacks confidence and enthusiasm. Therefore, his voice trembles and his voice is full of pain, anger, and fear. Question number 54. What is the poetess trying to convey when she refers to the song of the caged bird being heard in the distant hills? Answer. The poetess makes it clear that the voice of the oppressed people, therefore, the caged bird cannot be suppressed. No one can stop them from singing for their freedom, which can be heard in the distant countries or distant places. Question number 55. What are the things the free bird thinks and dreams about? The free bird thinks of another breeze, therefore, selflessly, she wishes for more freedom. It thinks about to eat the worms, the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and dreams to name the sky his own. Question number 56. What do you understand by another breeze? Answer. Another breeze means selfishly wishing for more freedom or new things. Question number 57. Explain the lines. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. Answer. The caged bird knows that his desire for flying free is useless. As a result, in his dreams, he feels the same pain of being caged and shouts or cries out to fly out of the cage. Question number 58. What is the repetition in the last stanza called? Why there is a repetition of this stanza? Answer. The repetition of the same idea or lines in the poem is called refrain. The refrain in the last stanza emphasizes and highlights that in the midst of the hopelessness and gloominess, the bird is still determined to keep pursuing his dreams of freedom. He chooses to continue singing and exert the only right it has. Question number 59. What are the themes of the poem? Answer. The themes of the poem are freedom versus enslavement, racism versus slavery, voice against oppressions, not to lose hope, and keep the willpower strong in the dark phase of life. That is, where there is a will, there is a way. Question number 60. What is the message of the poem? Answer. The poet's message is to raise our voice against injustice, to voice against oppression, to express ourselves even if our opponent is dominating, never to give up under any circumstances, rather to make use of whatever rights one has. Question number 61. Justify the title of the poem. Answer. The title of the poem is quite justified, as the poetess Maya Angelou, one of the African American, has herself experienced the inhuman treatment of the whites and white Americans to the blacks who were restricted to enjoy their freedom, which should have been their rights as a human being. She felt like a caged bird. Therefore, we can say it is Maya Angelou's autobiography. Hence, she in the poem I know why the caged birds sing is for freedom and her basic rights. Hence, the title is quite justified. So, dear children, I hope this lesson is quite clear to you. And after doing these question answers, I hope there will be no room for any doubts. So, do go through these question answers so that you can come out with flying colors. So, children, with these words, I end my lesson. I hope this lesson will be beneficial for you in your studies. Thank you.